Pleasant morning. Expert in anything was once a beginner. The flowers blossom, cuckoo birds sing, and plants shake their hands in gentle breeze to welcome the morning with great happiness. I am much happy to join with you all in this auspicious occasion. I welcome you all to the session of relevance of IPT and internship for future engineering graduates. It's my pleasure to introduce our resource person, Dr. K.R. Valuvan, sir, in Professor Department of EC and Controller of Examination in Vellore College of Engineering and Technology. He has completed his BSc in Physics from Madras University in 1982, BTech in Electronic Engineering from MIT, Anna University in 1985, DIISC in Electronic Design Technology from Indian Institute of Science in 1986, ME in Computer Science and Engineering from Bharatiya University in 2001, PhD in 2009 from Anna University, Chennai for the research of implementation of Adeline on DSP and FPGA for measurement of harmonics. He has worked as quality assurance engineer in ABB Bangalore, deputy manager hardware system in SPA Computer, Bangalore, senior design engineer in Wipro GE Medical System, Bangalore. He has a wide experience in the design and commissioning of embedded system in various types of industries in various parts of the country. He was trained in ABB Sweden in 1988 for technology transfer of protection relays. After 11 years in industry, he joined in the EEE department of Congo Engineering College and has won the Best Teacher Award 3 times. After 13 years in Congo and 1 year in EBET, he joined VCT in July 2011. He has authored 6 books titled Medical Electronics, Fundamentals of Electric Circuits and Electronic Device, Fundamentals of Analog Circuit, Volume 1, Fundamentals of Semiconductors Device, Fundamentals of Electric Engineering 1, and Fundamental of Operational Amplifiers and Application. He has 3 copyrights and 1 field patent as co-inventor. He has published 55 papers in international journals as an author and co-author. His area of interest and research are soft computing, embedded systems, power quality, energy consumption, and hardware system design. He has executed 35 consultancy projects. He has conducted 2 NBA training programs as an NBA approved trainer. He is a fellow of Institute of Engineers, life members of ISCE, and member of IEEE. Above all, he is a lovable and most favorite among students. Once again, I welcome you, sir, for the session.
Yeah, thank you, Akash. Thank you, Kavita ma'am, for giving this opportunity, which is very relevant for the student community now, especially the engineering students. In the period of turmoil, corona and whatnot, we do not know what will be the future. So I thank our management, principal, and HOD Dr. Venkatachalam for arranging this short. I must say it is short because I will not, this is not like our delivering our subject. Okay, it is throwing open an avenue, a gate for you to explore. Now I will show you the route and you can explore for your life, for your future. I thank all the participants who are eagerly waiting here. And the topic I gave Kavita ma'am is relevance of IPT and internship for future engineering graduates. Why IPT and internship are very important for engineering graduates. When I graduated in 1985, though our institute was very famous for practical oriented education, because at that time, and both in MIT, Madras Institute of Technology, and IISc, where I did my PG diploma in electronics design and technology, many faculties, many teachers were very much associated with the industry. Either many of them have worked in industry and came for teaching, or some of them were continuously interacting with the industry, many industries across India. So when they came to the class and taught us, they gave a lot of practical exposure. I remember our HOD, Dr. Sedraman sir, being a supervisor and guide for antenna design for Bharat Electronics Limited. In fact, Bharat Electronics Limited is one of the best antenna manufacturing company in the whole world. We have some good credits. One of the antenna is called an Indra antenna, which is not there anywhere in the world. So for that type of companies, he was a consultant. He was a guide to do the project. Why I am saying this is practical knowledge and practical experience and real life exposure is the best thing for an engineer. We cannot remain like a book-based engineer. That means theoretical engineer. You all have studied very well. Now most of you are in third year. You studied a lot of theories. You have worked out a lot of problems, and you know how to solve any given design example, etc. But you have to supplement that knowledge with practical experience. The IPT, that is in-plant training and internship, both have different meanings. They give lot of practical experience. When I graduated and till let us say 10 years ago, all the companies were willing to give training to the recruited engineers. For example, a student who has completed 5 years of education in an engineering college, he would get recruited by a company. The company will put the engineer in what is called as on-the-job training. In fact, I underwent training for 1 year. 1 year in ABB, where I was posted in all the departments belonging to ABB Bangalore. And in each department, I would stay for 2 months, learn what they do, observe what they are doing, what are the behaviors of both the system and the people. At the end of 1 year, they will confirm me. And throughout that 1 year, not much of active work was given to the on-the-job trainees. We were called trainee graduates or graduate engineer trainee. That was the day. Okay. And the companies were very, very much comfortable with that arrangement. For 1 year, they can give training to the engineers. And then later on, depending upon the potential of the engineer, depending upon his interest or her interest, they will put the engineer in a particular department for further growth. Today, it is not so. Everybody, an engineering student, at the completion of 4 years of engineering education, the day he joins in the company expects him or her to do the actual work. People are ready with the problems. In companies, they have a lot of problems. Why do they look at the young engineers? Because you have the best brain. You have the most efficient brain. Okay, I am studying and for electronics for the past 35 years. But then my processor speed is definitely lesser than your processor speed. So companies are looking for solutions on the first day from the engineers. So this concept of internship came into India about 10 years back. This is there in US and European countries for about 35 years, as far as I know, 35, 40 years. They were called the students who undergo internship, they are called interns. You know, in medical education, this is compulsory for ages. Medical education would be completed only after 1 year or 1.5 years of internship. This internship concept came into engineering, and it is good because there are a lot of reasons which I will show in my further slides. So it is more relevant for the immediate future engineering graduates when you can plan from this year. That means most of you are in third year, some of you may be in second year, but the earliest you plan, the better will be your career. That's the idea. So I chose this, and this is the best time because Corona has put us bounded to our home, but our minds are not bounded, isn't it? Corona cannot stop our mind being thinking. Realizing this importance, when we became autonomous, in 2016, we promoted the regulations 2016, subsequently 2018. Okay, right now we have both the regulations in place, which is called the choice-based credit system. These are all very, very big, opportunities for you. Of course, I studied in a college where choice-based credit system was there even in 1985. In IISc, since it was started in 1907, the program was always choice-based credit system. But in Tamil Nadu, in most of the colleges, till 10 years ago, till I can say 6 years ago, it was all a fixed curriculum. Today, you have a gift in the name of choice-based credit system, wherein which you can design your own curriculum. The sub-courses what you can study, you can decide. So under choice-based credit system, both in regulation 2016 and 2018, we introduced the concept of industrial, practical training, internship, summer project. And in 2018, we made it obligatory. That means whoever is possible to undertake this industrial training or practical training or internship as an extra idea or extra thing apart from the regular curriculum. But under regulation 2018, we made the internship and in-plant training as a mandatory item. I have reproduced the regulations. I think most of you would have gone through the regulations. If not, it is there in our college website. You go through the regulations because you should understand what is that you can do, what is it you have to do. So the industrial practical training internship summer project shall carry 100 marks. We are giving 100 marks for your practical training or internship and shall be evaluated through continuous assessment only. There is no semester examination like the theory courses, but it is through continuous assessment. After completion of industrial or practical training or internship or summer project, the student shall submit a report on the training undergone and a certificate from the organization concerned. If you undergo an in-plant training or internship in one organization, let us say BSNL, they give a certificate and you have to reproduce a certificate. The evaluation will be made based on this report and a Viva OC examination, like our laboratory courses. A copy of the certificate issued by the organization, submitted by the student, shall be attached to the mark list and sent to the controller of examinations by the respective HOD. So this is a condition. It is not obligatory. It is not a choice. It is a condition. So under regulation 2018, whoever is studying a student of VCET should undergo industrial practical training. You could have also seen the curriculum for our course, for our program, Electronics and Communication Engineering. In 7th semester, you have made, now look at that, in 7th semester, along with other theory and practical courses, we have made the internship or value-added courses compulsory as part of the curriculum itself, which carries 2 credits. You should look at the credit structure. It carries 2 credits. It has 100 marks awarded by continuous assessment with a total of 100 marks. Assessment is internal. There is no external examiner. There is no external theory examination. But you will all agree that mark is a secondary point only for getting a grade, isn't it? What we should primarily get? We should primarily get the knowledge, the wisdom, all the skills required for an engineering career. In fact, in other seminars, in classes also, I used to say, you should always ask, ASK, okay? People will say, கேள்வி கேட்பதுதான் அறிவுக்கு வழி இல்லையா? ஏன் என்ற கேள்வி ஒன்று கேட்காமல் வாழ்க்கை இல்லை அப்படின்னு படத்துல பாடல்கள் அதிகமா கேட்டிருப்பீங்க. ஆனா என்ன பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் இந்த ஆஸ்க் இஸ் பேசிக்கலி ASK, attitude, skill and knowledge. You should have the attitude to grow. Then only you can grow. You have to develop the skills required and you should develop the knowledge. Attitude brings the skills. For example, everybody can theoretically say how to ride a bicycle. You should sit on the bicycle, start pedaling, then properly control, etc., etc. But bicycle riding is a skill. You have to get it by practice. And that will lead to knowledge. So we thought about this in mind for a long time. Then we made it compulsory in your curriculum. So it is a must to get your degree. Okay, that's a key point in these 2 slides. What is an internship? An internship is a work experience offered by an organization for a limited period of time, typically undertaken by students looking to gain relevant skills and experience in a particular field. Employers often recruit employees from their best interns who have known capabilities, thus saving time and money in the long run. Now, this has a win-win situation for both. An internship is a work experience in an organization. So, for a limited period of time, maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, the procedure we are trying to evolve is if you can go for an internship in the 8th semester completely, that means for 3 to 4 months period, you will gain a lot of experience. I will also share our own students' experience in the last year. It is typically undertaken by the fresh, the final year students or the pre-final year students looking to gain relevant skills and experience in a particular field. In one of the earlier lectures, I gave you that electronics has a lot of domains. You can, depending upon your attitude, depending upon your skill, depending upon your knowledge, you can choose any one of those domains. But before getting a final job, before confirming the final job, you can try this and get an experience, then you can choose. That's a great thing about internship. You can, suppose if you can different industries, then at the end of your BE, you can decide which industry you like, and then you maybe based on the salary, based on the working environment, based on the domain, etc., etc. In fact, I know many students who undergo internship right from 2nd year onwards. That means 2nd year, 3rd year, final year. at least 3 different industries for 1 month each. Then they have an idea. Then they join in an industry where it is more suitable for them. The benefit for the student is employers recruit the engineers from the best intern. You go as an intern, you gain knowledge, and that will be visible to the company. So people will observe you, how you are behaving, how you are exhibiting your knowledge. So that will give the employer, rather than conducting a formal interview and recruiting, then trying out whether the candidate is suitable or not, they can select beforehand. That is the best point. So you get an opportunity with that particular industry. Internship exists in a wide variety of industries and settings. There are a lot of internships, starting from purely office work to field work, etc., etc. You can go through them. An internship can be paid, unpaid, or partially paid in the form of a stipend. This is the greatest thing. Many companies, if you show your talent, if you exhibit your knowledge, and if the company feels that you can be of some help to the activities of the company, you get a stipend. In fact, our own students, I have arranged with a few companies. Some of the students went as an internship program, got 5,000 rupees per month. Even when you are a student, you can earn. How attractive it is, isn't it? So good. You need not depend. And that gives you a lot of confidence. The idea is not only that you are earning, you get confidence in your life. An internship may be part-time or full-time, but I would strongly recommend a full-time internship. Okay. Those who have the inclination at the end of this program can approach me, and you can also start thinking that you can have what is called as a fast track system in our college. In 8th semester, you have to study 3 theory courses and 1 project. Instead of studying the 3 theory courses in 8th semester, you can study those courses earlier. 6th semester, 1 or 2. 7th semester, the remaining 2 or 1. You can take up an NPTEL course so that you are fully ready, available for doing an internship in an industry full time. That is an idea. And we have also made provision in our curriculum and regulation that whatever you do in the industry, the project or any task you do at the industry can be submitted as a project report, conforming to our regular project submission. That's a great thing. So how many advantages you get? Just think about it. A typical internship lasts between 1 to 4 months. I would strongly recommend at least 1 month. In fact, we scheduled all the examinations such that you get about 3 weeks in the winter, that is at the end of odd semester, and 2 months in summer. Last year, we had planned like that, but Corona has disturbed the program, but still we can try to achieve it. So we can go as an intern for 1 month. 1 month would give you a fairly good idea about the company, how it is working, and you can also, it is a kind of rehearsal, a drama rehearsal. Before you go on stage, you do a lot of rehearsals like that. So you can do a lot of things because there is no commitment at the end of internship. It is not a commitment that you should be recruited. Neither you can ask nor the organization can do like that. So you can have a rehearsal. But it can be shorter or longer. But I would suggest an internship of about 1 month. It is also possible to go for internship of 3 months or 4 months. Internship is a win-win strategy. Typically, an internship consists of an exchange of services for experience between an intern, the student, and the organization. Internships are used to determine if the intern still has an interest in that field after the real-life experience. Internship can be used to create a professional network. This is another big advantage. When you go to an industry, stay there, spend time there for about a month or minimum 1 month, you get a lot of contacts. So through whom you can get a job either in the same, in that industry, or you can get a job in related other industries also. You get recommendations, you get what is called as reference letters. The benefit of an intern into full-time employment is that, again, this is the benefit for the intern. When a student completes 2 months or 3 months in an organization as an intern, then formally joins in that company, already the person is familiar with the company, their position, and they typically need no training at all. In fact, in my experience, I've seen students started doing the work as an intern. So that means whatever they would get later on, they get very early, so that they become very fluent, very efficient. Internships provide current college students with the ability to participate in a field of their choice, to receive hands-on learning about a particular future career, preparing them for full-time work following graduation. Interns get stipends as high as 5,000 rupees. I know many students getting stipend like 25,000 rupees, 35,000 rupees a month. Remember, our college fees for an year is only 60,000 rupees, isn't it? You get a stipend for the entire fees in 3 months' time or 2 months' time. That's an advantage. Remembering and recognizing all these advantages, AICTE wanted to formally do this internship program by all the engineering graduates, and they have a logo saying that 1 crore internship by 2025. So they have opened up an internship portal in which you can register. Right now, immediately after this program, you can go and explore this portal. It is just AICTE internship portal. I will also try to show you this. So this is a logo. It is exclusively meant for internship. They have another program called the internship policy. This is an AICTE document. So they give, Akash, is this document visible?
Yes, sir. AICTE internship policy.
Yeah, policy, guidelines and procedures for both the students and also for the institutes.
Sir, only heading we can see, sir.
Yeah. I am not at scrolled. Now you are seeing.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it contains. It is about a 38-page document. It is available in the net. You can go through that. This is a guideline document for the students, the colleges, and the companies, industries for undertaking internship policy. So I'm just giving you a glimpse. What are the things they are doing? I am scrolling fast, but you can download and see. Okay, this is not a big deal. You can. It talks about its importance, internship and its importance. Government wants to, AICTE wants to take it up in a big manner so that everybody is focusing that Indian engineers will be the workforce for the next 30 years, 40 years in the whole world. So the purpose of NBA, the purpose of internship is to make our engineering graduates on par or better than many engineering graduates from all over the world. In fact, we are all better, but we take some time to come to that shape. Okay, so AICTE plans to have this internship. You can go through that. Okay, maybe I can share this with. No, it's available in the net, so you can take it, or I can also share this with Kavita ma'am. Okay, so this is the policy document, and there is another program. This is another attractive program, especially for Erode and smart cities. This program is called TULIP, the Urban Learning Internship Program, initiative of AICTE, that talks about look at the last line. India's Yuva Shakti is excelling in every sphere of activity with holistic approach. Many of you are already familiar with the Smart India Hackathon programs and a lot of challenges being thrown. Why is that? Everyone has understood that our Indian engineering students are very good in basic knowledge level, but they need some initiative in the practical period. So they have made open all these things. Apart from this official website, AICTE internship portal and TULIP, you can also approach any company in your area properly with the proper letter, bona fide certificate from our institution. Approach them. Many companies are willing, because if they employ an engineer, they have to pay, let us say, 20,000 rupees, 30,000 rupees. But if they use an intern, an engineering student, they need to pay only 10,000 rupees, maybe half of the regular salary. But still, our students can do lot of wonders, because your mind is fresh, your mind is capable of inventing solutions. This is the last slide. VCET experience. In our experience, in last year, academic year, even semester, that is starting from December to May, in 8th semester, 197 students belonging to all programs, biomedical, civil engineering, computer science, EC, EEE, ME and IT, 197 students attended internships in various industries. So many students they went as interns to the recruited company. Like, for example, some companies came to our campus, recruited our students. So they invited our students to come and do internship in their own company in the month of January onwards. Many students, especially in the field of civil and mechanical engineering, they approach industries in the nearby industries, known industries or even unknown industries. It's not a big deal. They approached industries, and the industries were willing to take our students. They got internships. Many of the students got a stipend of more than 5,000 rupees, or somebody got 5,000 rupees every month, per month. For 3 months, 4 months, they got a stipend of this much. Now, many of these students are already placed in these organizations. It can happen both ways. You can do internship in an organization which has already recruited in the 7th semester, or like many other students, they go as an intern to a company, prove their skill, prove their knowledge, and they get a job. I would say here, I do not have the exact figure now, but many of the students belonging to civil and mechanical engineering, they went as intern to that company, and the company has promised that as soon as they complete the degree, get the degree, they can join in those companies. This is a great benefit for all the students who go as intern. Now you get a stipend, you get knowledge, you get work experience. You at the end, you also when in your during your course of internship, you get lot of contacts. You get a job without any. We need not run around for a job. The whole thing is that you have the knowledge. You properly take the knowledge, show to the world so that you get a job. So you can all search in the Google AICTE internship portal. That portal takes you to the internship. I showed you the screen, opening screen, right? This is the opening screen. From there, you can click the place you want, the type of job internship you are looking for, your specialization, etc., etc. There is also a registration here. I think some of you have already registered. Somebody came to me and I gave this link earlier. Some of you have already registered. So you get an internship bulletin, internship newsletter, so that you can decide wherever you are. In fact, if I can go to this website, just a moment. Where is it? AICTE internship. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, sir, we can see, sir.
Yeah, your dream internship is just a click away, right? So I am scrolling. You can see now almost where I am having the cursor. You can see city, Erode, and then if you search through, you get.
Hello, sir.
Can you see this screen now?
Sir, it's in the PPT only, sir.
Oh my God! Why not? It is coming like just a minute. Just a minute. What should I do? Stop sharing. It is not giving me the control to stop share. Now I can share screen. Yeah. Yeah. Is this screen visible now?
Yes, sir. Natural result for Erode.
What I did is I went to the AICTE internship portal just before this screen. I typed in Erode. That means I wanted to know what are the internship opportunities available in and around Erode. So this gives me the screen here. Now look at this. There are some requirement for civil engineer under Erode smart city system. There are some requirement for mechanical engineer. Now look at that, starting from immediately, as soon as you apply, there is for a duration of 12 months, they get a stipend of 5,000 rupees, etc., etc. So you have a whole lot of opportunities wherever you are. Now, if I scroll through, you can see where all it is available. In every district headquarters, district capital, industries have registered with this AICTE portal so that you get a connection with the potential organizations inviting internships. So this is a great opportunity for you. Explore this. From the college side, we will give you all help possible, and that brings you a lot of advantages to you. Okay. So I have told you I have shown you the avenue. Now it is a time for your action. Okay. And why I am telling you this is the best time, because apart from attending the classes, you have a lot of free time. You are not spending a lot of time in traveling. You are not spending a lot of time in unwanted things. You can focus your attention and you can focus your entire energy in travel. So thank you very much. In case you have specific queries, you can discuss with me on Monday onwards. right? Thank you so much. Ma'am, I have completed.
Thank you very much, sir. Akash,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, sir, for sharing us with the information and making us understand the importance of IPT and internship. Now, students, if you have any queries or anything to ask to sir, you can ask.
I think it will take some time to get this information into your processor, your brain. Then you'll have a lot of queries. You can approach me.
Akash,
Yes, ma'am.
you can ask Vignesh to say vote of thanks.
Yes, ma'am. Vote of thanks by T. Vignesh of third year EC department. Vignesh.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Vignesh, you can talk.
That is okay, Akash. You can say it if you want.
A lot, sir. Ma'am. It is my privilege to propose a vote of thanks. My heartfelt thanks to Dr. K.R. Valuvan, sir, of Professor of EC Department and Controller of Examination of Vellavar College of Engineering and Technology. For our purpose, sir taken a lot of coverage and motivational speech about the internships and about the AICT internships with stipends also. It is very useful to students, sir. We are inspired and we are motivated through your speech, sir. It is useful to us, sir. Thank you so much, sir. If you have fails and ours, because the fails means first attempt in learning, and because first attempt in the learning, and the end is not an end. Effort never dies. If you get an answer of no is remember as next opportunity in your life. It is useful to all your students. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We can end this session, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. We can leave now.
Thank you, sir. I'm Kavita, sir. Thank you, sir. Students, you can leave.
Thank you very much, sir.